I'm here to create an appreciation post for one of the heroes of Bridgerton Season 3, Mr. Finch. We love Mr. Finch for many, many reasons. Starting from all the way in Season 1, when he first put dibs on Philippa, he put dibs on Philippa. Now that sounds bad, it's like he put dibs on Philippa. But if you think about it, he was courting Philippa for a whole year. And if you realize that, no one courts anybody for a whole year in the Bridgerton universe, if not even probably for that time. Even though, because she didn't have the dowry, mom couldn't pay it, all that stuff, he continued to court her for the whole year and waited. Didn't go pick anybody else, he waited. He wanted Philippa, and he got Philippa. And I also want to argue something against something that that Lady Featherington said. The fact that it's like, a love match is new for us. She said this in part 2 of Season 3, Episode 5. She said something like, I'm sorry, love matches are something we're not used to. If you think about it, in a sense, though originally Philippa and Mr. Finch was not a love match, it was a better match than most. It wasn't exactly a match of convenience, though it kind of was, because no one else was coming for Philippa. It's like they grew together. They complemented each other, which is something that is also mentioned in the book. You can go read that. But he matched her energy constantly. And then when they got into that marriage, they were both naive, obviously. We all know this. We all know this with the inserts himself. Where? Oh gosh, that was just bad. But in some ways, I think that was good that they didn't know, because she was not one of those brides who were forced to consummate her marriage immediately. She got used to Mr. Finch. She had 2 full years to get used to Mr. Finch. 1 year to get used to him as just a person, which means he got to know her too and still continued to love her. And then they were married. And so for another year, they were just playing house. They got used to each other. And then they consummated that marriage once they were given instructions. Though I still feel that's so odd. That's so odd. And then add on to that, he was supportive of his He was supportive of his in-laws. He had nothing bad to say about Prudence, and he had nothing bad to say about Penelope. He is a golden retriever man. He was like, oh yes, that's my sister-in-law. She cool. We love this. We love that. Even better, even when Philippa was looking a little tired, because we did notice that, she's pregnant. They make that joke. She still looks fabulous, but he was ready to say, you still look great, my love. You still look amazing. I don't care what anybody else would say. We love Mr. Finch. We would love to see Mr. Finch succeed. I think we're probably not going to get more of him in Season 4, but this is the character we would love to see more. He's the best. I love him.